Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you this really cute little Mother's Day pillow box, which I think, being as Mother's Day is on its way, it would be really nice to make some little gift that maybe you could pop some jewellery inside, or maybe just some little chocolates or something. But this is quite a cute little pillow box that, like I said, is perfect for just putting some jewellery inside in some tissue paper. You could even use some of our Ready Shreddy that we now have. But yeah, I just thought that this was really cute, and I've used the Sweet Soiree DSP, and this is actually the Sale-a-bration ribbon that you get free with a qualifying order. If you're not sure about Sale-a-bration, have a check out of my blog, the link is below, and that will explain all of Sale-a-bration and explain how you can get your hands on free stuff, which is always good. So I'm going to show you how to make this cute little box. I'm going to use this paper this time because I think this is just gorgeous. And, oops, banging around, just going to get my scoring board out. So, you need some DSP that is 6.5 by 4.5 inches. That's 11.5 centimetres by 16.5 centimetres. And on the short side, on the 4.5 inches, you need to score at 2 inches and 4 inches, and that's simply it. So that's 2 inches, 4 inches, 5 centimetres, 10 centimetres. Simple as that. So obviously now we just need to fold these score lines. Isn't this paper just beautiful? I don't know if you can see, it has silver in it. Just so pretty, and the inside that doesn't have the silver is equally as pretty. It's just beautiful, and I believe that this is Calypso Coral because it actually all goes with this one as well, but I just think it's beautiful. So once we've scored that, we're going to fold it up together, and then we need something circular. So I'm actually using one of our little embellishment pots because it does actually fit and it's a perfect size. So you need a thick pad of paper or a couple of magazines or something underneath, and the first thing you need to do is line up your pot at the top so that you've got just enough room to get your scoring tool in the top here and score it round the top. Dogs are barking again. You need to hold this pot really tightly and make sure that when you score round that you're going through the DSP, because it needs to go through both pieces. So press on really hard and then score round your pot. And obviously if you were making one larger, you could maybe use a mug or a cup, or yeah, that's not really gone through very well, or maybe a plate or something, or a bowl if you were using something bigger. But you just simply go around and score like that, so that you can hopefully see there that I've scored around the top. And then you simply get your scissors and you just need to cut around that circle. Ideally, you need to do it in one full go, but you might not manage it like I didn't then. So just cutting round that semicircle. There we go. So this is what you're now left with, is this shape. And so now what you need to do is get your pot, and this time you need to match up these corners with the side of your pot, so you're actually now scoring this way. Okay, so again, finding that edge and this edge, and then you score round here again. And I potentially will have to do round the other side because I don't think, as hard as I press, that's going to go through. No, not very well. So we do the same again on this side. Press down really hard, hold that pot in place and give it a real good score. And if it hasn't come through, which I'm not overly happy that this one has, just do the same on the other side. Press and score. And I can just about make this one out, so I'm going to redo this one as well. So press and score, and you need to be making sure that you're scoring quite hard too. There we go. So you now can see you've got those, that's about better. Yeah, you've got those score lines there on the top and the bottom of where you are. So you can see that we've got some extra here, so we don't need these bits here. So we'll just cut those away. And then we just need to gently encourage this to bend in. And the same with this one. Just very gently encourage it. Don't force it too much, because remember it is paper and it potentially could rip. So just give those a nice gentle fold, just so that it starts to know where it's going to go. That's it. And just, as I say, just gently, because eventually it'll go. It'll say, oh yeah, okay, that's where you want me. So before I do any more of that, what I am going to do is get my 1/2 inch circle punch and just take a tiny bit out of each corner. And the reason I'm doing that is because when you come to open and close, you'll end up making a mess of your thing, of your pillow box. So I'm going to grab some fuse, run it down the seam there, and then just seal that up just like that. And I always like to just grab my bone folder just to make sure, and then squeeze the sides to open it out. And then remembering that this is your seam bit here, so this is going to be the front, so you want these to go down last. So now you've got that fold in place, you just gently push that in, and then this one goes in over the top just like that. And then you do the same this end, so this one goes in first, and because I'd already encouraged those folds, they sit quite nicely. And likewise we do this one, and there she sits, nice and pretty. And the reason we have those in is because then you can get your nails in and pop that out. So I'm not doing it because my nails are a bit short at the moment, but it stops you sort of getting in and pulling and messing about, and it wrecks the look of the box. So there's my pretty box. I just want to decorate it, so I'm going to use the beautiful powder pink shimmer ribbon, because I think that will go lovely with that. So get a decent length of this, pop that away while I'm here, and then I'm just going to go across the length of it, flip it over, and then I'm actually going to fold the ribbon myself so that it doesn't just knot up in the corner like that. So if you just fold it nicely, it will go. And then I'm not fiddling about with a bow because the ribbon is a little bit too thick on this parcel for that. So I'm just generally going to tie a little knot. Oops. I'll just tie that one over there. And there we have a pretty knot. Trim this because I don't need a lot of the ribbon hanging. And then finally I'm just going to put this really nice little sentiment, which is from Teeny Tiny Sentiments. It's one that I always go back to. It has got everything on here: Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, retirement, Christmas, the birthday one there. It's just got everything, and I think it's fabulous, and for little projects like this it's lovely. So I've got my scrap piece of white here, I've got my powder pink ink pad, and I've got the Mother's Day sentiment here. So just stamp it on there, give it a rub on my Stamp and Scrub, put my ink away before I put my hand in it, and then I've got my classic label punch to just punch this out. And I've not really left myself enough card here, but it's not a problem. If you ever do this, and I don't know if any of you lovelies will ever find that you've left your paper too short, there is one small little trick, and that is to grab a post-it note, stick it onto the edge, and it just gives you that extra bit. There we go, and then that's it. You can go back on your pad or back in the bin. So there's my sentiment. I also want some of the silver foil sheet off there as well, and then I just simply need to cut this in half. It doesn't need to be precise, and then add snail to either end, not completely to the end. Come on, my snail, what are you doing? Let's get rid of that because otherwise I'll stick to it. And then I simply pop this on the top and just leaving enough room there for it to show at the end. And then I shall do exactly the same with this one. Line it up just so that there's a bit on the end. And if, like me, you've not quite got it straight and it does just hang off the edge there, just come in with your scissors and give it a little trim, just like that. And then last but not least, pop on some little mini dimensionals which fit perfectly on the back of here, or you can cut one of the normal sized ones in half. Take the backings off and pop it on your box. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just pop a couple of rhinestones just to add a little bit more bling to it. And that's it. That's your pillow box made. Done and completed, all ready for your Mother's Day treat, whether it be a little piece of jewellery or some chocolates or something. Hope you like my project. Everything that you've seen will be on my blog and is able to purchase from the store. You just need to click on the links below. Have a great day, guys, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!